99.7 DJX, the Ben Davis and Kelly K Show podcast. Turn it up. On demand.
You can always get a hold of us at Ben and Kelly Show on all social media or just Ben and Kelly Show at gmail.com. So I love it when we just get these messages from listeners who are literally just saying, hey, was thinking about your show and thought this may be a topic that you would like to share with your listeners. And we're like,
nothing warms my heart more.
All right. All right. So this literally starts, hey, Ben and Kelly, I was thinking about your show and thought this might be a topic that you would like to share with your listeners. I bet there are a lot of people that work in the retail business or food business that have legal practices happening in their stores that a lot of people would be grossed out about. Okay.
Okay.
She continues, I work in a higher end undergarment store. As an employee at this store, some things to note and tips for listeners, which I think is a common practice at all stores similar to mine. So what you're about to witness right now are some hot insider industry underwear tips from from this listener. And you know what? Listen, I didn't do my due diligence. I didn't Facebook stalk this listener to see if she is actually telling the truth about.
No, but she sounds knowledgeable.
Very credible.
Yes.
So first, she says, in the higher end undergarment store, we do not allow customers to try on underwear in the fitting rooms. But if they buy them, take them home and bring them back, they can return them. We, as employees, are instructed just to put them immediately back on the floor as long as they don't smell or have some kind of funk in the crotch area.
Oh, wow. There's no cleaning process at all?
OMG,
spray them off
gross.
with Lysol or anything at the very least?
Okay, well, according to this listener, that's not what they do. Okay.
Okay.
Hot tip number 2. Mm-hmm. People try on bras in the fitting room all the time.
Yeah.
And then we immediately put them back out on the floor to sell after someone's probably or possibly sweaty breasts were in it.
Oh, my God.
You know what? Again, that's something that I never really even consider, you know?
Well, I mean, a lot of times there are a lot of women that are wearing the wrong size.
Right.
So getting fitted by a professional, and I did that years ago,
yeah.
And I was stunned because I was a way different size than what I had been wearing. So kudos to them doing God's work, out there helping you find the right fitting brassiere.
All right. And
I just never really thought about the fact that was probably on lots of boobs and then right back out on the floor.
Yeah. So this is kind of an underwear store confessions, if you will, from this listener who sent us this note. And last one, pay attention to the tag on your underwear or bras that you're buying.
Okay.
So if the serial code is handwritten in or an actual scan tag is taped on, it means someone had returned it after taking the tags off. So chances are they tried it on, wore it, but because it doesn't smell, you are now buying an undergarment that someone wore.
Okay, listen. I feel as though they should discount those, A. B, I'd still buy it. C, you just wash it when you get home and it's fine, right?
So the listener wraps it up and says, hey, it seems like common sense to me, but I know in my teens and 20s when I bought undergarments, I just assumed they were brand new and never tried on, so I didn't always wash them before I wore them. So my tip is always wash any kind of clothes, especially underwear products, before you wear them when you buy them. And you know what?
Yes.
You know what's interesting? Because I do the same thing, especially when I buy underwear. I just assume, hey, they're clean. They come right off the line, and I'll just throw them in my sweaty drawers, or whatever. I say sweaty. I mean, I don't mean sweaty.
You don't wash them first. I feel as though that was always an unspoken thing you just knew to do.
Well, when I buy from Goodwill or a consignment store, yes.
Are you buying underwear from a consignment store?
No, not typically. No. But I'm saying when I buy just normal clothes from consignment or from Goodwill, I'll wash them. But I'll assume, and that goes for any sort of clothing, that it's clean. And it's got that crisp ironed look to it. So I'm like, all right, I'm cool with it.
Always wash it first.
All right, so there you go.
Always.
Little underwear store confessions here.
Underwear store
Confessions.